What if I told you the price of gas could double in the next 10 days? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover why President Trump is on the verge of attacking Iran and how a single narrow waterway could send the global economy into a tailspin. The world is holding its breath. A massive U.S. military buildup is underway in the Middle East, and President Donald Trump has signaled he will decide in the next 10 days whether to launch strikes. He's warned Iran that an attack would be far worse than the limited U.S. airstrikes that targeted its nuclear facilities last June. But here's the twist. This isn't just about geopolitics. It's about the fuel in your car, the cost of your food, and the stability of your job. Meet the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway that is the single most important choke point for the world's oil. More than 14 million barrels per day of oil and condensates pass through it on average in 2025. That's a third of all seaborne oil exports. And about 3/4 of that oil goes to just 4 countries: China, India, Japan, and South Korea. But here's what nobody's talking about. Iran's Revolutionary Guard just partially closed the strait for several hours to conduct military exercises, and they are prepared to shut it down completely if ordered. Energy expert Bob McNally says Iran could disrupt Hormuz for a lot longer than many market participants think. And then, something shocking happened. Oil prices have already risen nearly 6% this week as traders price in the growing risk of war. The market's biggest fear is a full-blown conflict that would make the strait unsafe for commercial traffic. Iran has vast stockpiles of mines and short-range missiles. Lloyd's of London is not going to allow or insure tankers to go through Hormuz in that kind of environment. Here's the part that will blow your mind. The U.S. could face a situation similar to the 52-day air campaign against Houthi militants in Yemen who disrupted the Red Sea. But worse, Iran has much better weaponry and much better coastline to operate from than the Houthis. This Iranian situation just scares the daylights out of this market consistently. That's John Kilduff, founder of Again Capital. He says there will be some mischief made by Iran, and that's what the market is pricing in. A worst-case scenario. A full-blown war could send oil prices soaring and cause a global economic downturn. But here's the twist. Trump has also left open the possibility that negotiations could still hammer out a deal governing Iran's nuclear program. So what does this mean for you, watching from Kenya? The implications are massive. Some say a show of force is necessary. Others say it risks a global recession. The tension is palpable, but if the strait closes, who pays the price at the pump? Do you think President Trump should attack Iran to prevent a nuclear threat, or is the risk to the global economy too great? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that impacts your wallet and your world.